All right, welcome back, everybody. How to build rapport, okay? Building quality connections and relationships with people is the most important factor in your sales success, okay? But these days, when we spend so much time online, knowing how to build rapport is going to make you stand out and be remembered, okay? Keyword, be remembered, in a world where everything can seem so fast and superficial. In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 ways to build rapport so you can start creating quality relationships with potential clients, customers, investors, and peers. If building rapport and relationships doesn't really come naturally to you, make sure to keep watching, especially till the end, all right? So welcome back to the Pitch Queen Show. I am your host, Michelle, also known as the Pitch Queen, where I share my best tips on what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. And the most important part is increase your sales, your income, your revenue, whatever the word is for you, that top line in your business. Without revenue or sales, you have a hobby, okay? So I am here to support you in that. And if you're new here to the Pitch Queen YouTube channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. Click on the little bell. There's a little bell right there, and get notified about all my new videos. So how do we go about building relationships and rapport with people that will actually help your business grow and get new clients and connections? Well, let me start. Number 1, okay, because I got 4 to share with you. Number 1, you've got to be interested. The most interesting people are actually truly, genuinely interested in others. So if you think about it, if you meet someone and they seem completely distracted or uninterested in you, do you truly ever really want to continue talking to them? Probably not. Nope, not really at all, right? So you got to be present and genuinely interested in what someone is saying, or they will automatically not really like you, or they could automatically like you. So I've got an example for you, okay? And I just did this the other night, Thursday night. One of my goals in the last year was to remember people's names without name tags, and they change outfits, okay? So I work with a lot of accountants, and I meet about 30 to 50 at a time. And I had to figure out a way in order to remember their names. And how did I do that? I got really curious and interested. And I said, all right, here we go. We're going to play a little game, and I want to learn your name, but I also want to learn something that's really unique and interesting about you. Because learning something interesting and unique about someone gets you connected really, 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 really quickly. So, for example, there was one CPA who I worked with, and his name is Justin. And what I learned from him is that he is an identical twin brother. His twin brother is Dustin, and they were both CPAs. With that little tidbit, I was able to not only be very interested in him, and we got to connect at a deeper level, because most people don't ask him that question, right? So key ingredient there is ask really good questions. But I was also able to remember his name, and remembering his name is one of the most important things to a human being. People want to be called by their first name. If you've ever noticed when people say to me, hey, you know what, Michelle? I'm hearing you on that. Or you know what, Michelle? Or hey, Michelle, how are you? Like, you're totally connected, right? So when you hear and use someone's first name, it is gold. So that's an extra bonus tip, all right? Next thing, find common ground with people. People want to know there's some sort of connection. So I'll give you another example with another CPA who I met the other night. Her name is Irina. Irina is from Russia, and my mom is from Moscow. And we got to connect there. I found some really good common ground with Irina. In addition to that, I said, Irina, where do you live? She goes, oh, I live in Sammamish, Washington. I'm like, oh, my whole family is in Seattle. So where can you listen? Okay, another key thing is listening. Where can you listen to the people that you're connecting with, building rapport and relationships, to find common ground. So not only do I have the connection of being Russian with Irina, I also have the connection that my family lives in Seattle. I promise you and kid you not, in every single conversation, if you're trying to meet someone influential, if you're working with a new client, if you're working with a buyer, if you're trying to get on Shark Tank, whatever conversation you are having, you can practice this today. Find common ground. And I'm sharing this with you and the big overarching picture with rapport and building relationships is that this is the foundation to your sale. Similar to when a builder goes to build a house, they lay concrete foundation. Rapport building and this skill set is the foundation and concrete of your sale, of your enrollment conversations, of you growing your top line revenue. So when you get really good at this, and again, it just takes practice. So you can find common ground at the person at Starbucks. You can do this at the car wash. Like just practice finding and asking a question and finding somewhere similar that you can connect. Because when you find similarities, that's when the connection happens like this. You can't even break it. It's so good. All right, next tip, match and mirror. Okay, so this is how it goes. This is going to be funny, all right? If you talk really, really fast like this, make sure you talk really, really fast with that when you're building rapport and relationship with the other person. Or if they're talking like this, make sure to talk really slow because mirroring and matching the other person is one of the tips in building rapport and relationship with someone else. Okay? Just like tip number 2, it's totally human nature to feel at ease with others who we think are just like us. So when you find common ground, you match and mirror, you're being like the other person. You're able to like kind of intertwine with their own space, right? I don't know how to do it on video, but I think it's like this. So mirror and match as often as you can, and it will come naturally. It will happen subconsciously with the people that you love, and it is a skill that you can learn. I have taught some of the most non-personable people on the planet how to do this skill. And I know that if you just do these few little tips I'm sharing, you can learn it too. So drop a like if you like this video so far, okay? Because I need to know that this is helping you out. All right. So it's really, really about just observing others' behavior, observing their body language, and getting on the same level. You're getting on the same playing field, okay? Think about how much energy do they have? How loud are they speaking? Or how quiet are they speaking, right? Are they leaning back like this, snoozing? Or are they sitting up with their hands crossed? Like you can match and mirror pretty much anything. And I know it can kind of feel awkward at first. I totally understand because I've worked with so many introverted people that don't really like this stuff, that it's very awkward at first, but it is, with a little practice, can become second nature to you. I'll give you another example of matching and mirroring on the phone. Okay, so I was on the phone the other day with a guy from New York. I love New York, so if you don't know that about me, I love, love, love New York. I could be bi-coastal totally, easily. I just love it. San Diego's really chill. New York's 180. And he kept talking and talking and talking and talking. And it was really, really, really hard to even get a word in. So I made sure to match his pace. New Yorkers talk really fast. So I matched his pace when I was talking. But because he spoke so fast, I had to speed up my pace. And I became my New York pace talking. Just like when I'm in New York, I always find myself walking really, really, really fast to match a New Yorker and how they walk. So just like you do it in real life, you just can do it on the phone too. It's that simple. All right, tip number 4, don't overdo it. Building rapport is a skill, but you can't really force it. You can't force and make quality connection if there really isn't one there. So just be yourself, be genuine, come from a relaxed place, super important, because people can spot fakeness from a mile away. And sometimes it can take time to build a real relationship, especially depending on the level of value your relationship has. So if your product's $10,000 or you're raising money of $20 million, that relationship needs to match, right? So putting too much pressure on creating a connection or getting a certain result will likely backfire on you. And I know you might be thinking, well, Michelle, there is no way I'm going to get good at this. But like I said, I get it. And I've worked with hundreds of accountingpreneurs who have worked very, very hard on rapport building. And one in particular, his name is Scott. Scott was able to grow his business. And this is on my client review page. I kid you not, $245,000 in sales in 2 months because he followed these steps. Rapport is the foundation of sales. The better the rapport in the relationship, the more revenue you're going to be able to generate. If you want to learn more about building rapport in relationships that work for you, make sure to check out my free guide at the link, which is in the description in the comments below. You'll learn ways to get more confident in this, build rapport with authenticity, and be on your way to make all those relationships so much different in your business. So again, the link is in the comments below or in the description. Also, if you like this video, as you know, my request is that you hit that like button and give me a thumbs up, and make sure to share it with your friends. And be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be doing more videos for you. There's a little bell icon if you want to hit that thing too. If there is any topic that you want to learn more in depth about as it relates to your sales, pop that in the comments below or shoot me an email at hello@thepitchqueen.com. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. It was an awesome time because I love this topic. I will see you in the next video.